we have some extras and we wanted to share. We
Oh,
wanted to share with our community. So stay tuned towards the end of the show when we do the raffle. So we usually pick 5 of you. So stay tuned. Okay. I also just want to show this. We're not doing this one, but we did a contest as part of the season 6 event. So we made these custom For Honor notebooks.
Yeah.
It's got our little, it's got our community.
So I don't have
logo
one
on
because
it.
I'm not nice to you.
Exactly.
Right?
We don't show you videos. We don't give you free stuff. I'm tangled up on my couch. So our winners have been notified. We're going to announce the winners once we have a blog post up. But that's a cool thing. So we're starting to roll through some. Yeah, you can have that. You can keep that. And that contest was super successful. So hopefully we'll do another one soon because there was so much amazing fan art and fanfic. So keep it up, guys. Okay. I wanted to give people an update on event orders because we've done a few in the last season that completed almost immediately.
A bit too fast.
Very fast. Before people could even get out of work to participate in the order, it would be completed, and that was never our intent. It was sort of miscalculation, misestimation, especially because they were like in tribute mode, so it's hard to tell with tribute because it's a lower played mode. Anyway, you weren't happy about that. We weren't happy about that. So there's an improvement coming to the game. I believe it'll arrive in Season 7 that will allow you to participate in an event order even after it's completed, when it's within the time frame of the order. I'm not alone. Luke's here.
I am. My pool's fixed.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh man. Okay, true story. We're at E3. I know, where do I look? Anyway, this is the one.
Yeah.
We're at E3. We're about 15 minutes before Roman goes on stage. So I'm with him behind stage. I'm freaking out. It's like Laurent Melville from Starlink is about to go on. My wife texts me. It's like, Luke, we have a problem with the pool. Like, what do you mean? The pool's leaking. I said, what do you mean? We lost half the water in the pool. Like, holy shit. I said, call the store. They never called her back. So when I came back, anyway, I tried to fix everything. So last week, the guy came to install something new in my pool, and they called me right before the show and say, sir, we have a problem. Like, you need to come right now. So I told you, sorry, Eric, I have to bail. So I jumped into my car and I ran home.
Oh my God.
Now the pool's good, thankfully, because this weekend in Montreal, it will be super freaking warm.
Yeah.
It will be a heat wave in Montreal.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to stay in this room, which is very cold.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes, Damien is out, as he was last week. We told you he got married.
Yeah, he got married.
Congratulations to Damien if he's watching.
Yay.
I think he said he's going to watch. So
Oh,
congratulations.
yeah, congrats, Damien.
Don't worry.
I'm wondering how much for the mythic outfits he was wearing during the wedding.
We got some pressure from our coworkers to show like his wedding pictures.
No,
on the
but
show.
we
We're
won't.
not going to do that.
No.
Don't worry.
That's his personal
That's a
stuff.
step too far.
But maybe no.
And Roman as well is on vacation this week.
Incredible.
Yes, it happens.
Those guys
It's
all
summertime.
take time off.
And you'll be off soon?
Oh yeah, no, in a couple of weeks.
Me too. So anyway, thank you for joining me.
My pleasure. As
We're
always.
gonna dedicate this show to one of our friends,
Yeah.
Alexia, who is in the room right now.
Yeah, from Paris.
She's
Hello,
watching
Alexia.
the chat. So she's from Paris. She's our brand manager in Paris. So if you're one of our European viewers, she's the one who looks after you. So give her a shout out in French if you speak French, or make up some words.
Yeah, she come and spend a week with us. And
So yes. Anyway, okay, let's get down to the business. It's cool to see so many people are still viewing our show each week. Thank you for joining us. This is something we do every week, and even if it doesn't seem like it, we do put a good amount of work into this show.
and a bunch of them are wondering why does this fat guy talk about his pool when the show started.
Pool problem.
Yeah, who's this guy with a pool problem?
Well, if you don't know, this is Luke. He's our brand director. He sits almost next to me,
Yeah.
right here in Montreal.
Well, we moved your desk 5 feet away so you can get air conditioning.
And it worked. I'm not sweating at my desk all day anymore.
You see?
I can't believe it took me
Problem
2 years
and solution.
to figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. There's a tricky topic here, but just to keep it short, people have been discussing our Warden and our Valkyrie this week.
They did.
They have been discussing it because
I think I read something about that.
some stuff was out there.
Yeah.
And all I want you to know is the Warden and the Valkyrie are being reworked, if you want to call it that. We like to use updates. We've already talked about this before.
We talked. People know that those two are being reworked.
They are, and they're coming season 7, which is quite soon.
Yeah.
But the only other thing I'll say is, like, wait for us to present those two, because we have the full information. What you think you know is probably not the full information.
So yeah, wait for season 7, and then you'll know everything there is to know about the reworks.
Yes, that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on. So this morning we released patch 1.25, which we did the patch notes last week. But just in case you missed it last week, here's kind of the highlights of that patch, which is now out. Pretty well received, by the way. I saw got a lot of good reactions. So now your revenge shield, when you deploy revenge, has been increased to 120 HP. It was 70.
Yep. Normalized side dodges to 600 milliseconds.
That's on all characters.
Yep.
I did get some questions. The Highlander has a special, in his offensive form, has a special side dodge that's unique to him. That has not changed. So his basic side dodge, 600. His special one remains unchanged.
Yep.
The revive, we've increased it to 4 seconds to revive a friend, because we've gotten a lot of feedback about revives, and we've continued to get feedback. One of the big suggestions is people think we should move to 50% health revives.
If I act surprised, I am actually not acting. I don't read patch notes. So I am discovering those things, because I didn't watch the show last week. I was managing my pool. So
that is out now.
hero and feed balancing and fixes, full patch for more details.
Yep. There's a thing now where drop attacks no longer make you drop your health if you successfully land on your opponent.
Oh, there's one map, like one Viking map. I love like throwing the guy down and just jumping over him. was one of my favorite moves.
Yes.
When I was able to perform those.
Yes, I think that's the high fort one that you're thinking of.
Yeah, it is.
Text, oh, this is a good one. So text chat, the scope for the longest time, for the last number of months, has been group only. So if you're in a group, you could chat with your friends, but by default, you wouldn't even be able to chat with your teammates if you just did regular matchmaking, and you couldn't chat with your opponents either. You could change it, obviously, but the default was just group. So we changed the default to team specifically. So now when you join the game, join a match of Dominion, if you're just by yourself, you're in a team of strangers, you guys can all chat with each other now. The reason we were comfortable to make that change is part of this patch. Also, finally, we have our language filter.
Yep.
In the chat, and we're logging, we're automatically logging bad words, things like that. So that made us comfortable to kind of increase the scope so you can talk to your teammates. So we hope it's kind of the best of both worlds there.
Cool.
Yep, and then obviously some bug fixes.
Yep.
So if you want to go to forhonorgame.com/patch notes, you can get the full notes there.
Cool.
So there's another thing this morning, along with this patch, we do regular weekly maintenances. So we did a maintenance at the same time we did the patch. And this maintenance introduced a couple more matchmaking updates. This is something, if you've watched the show the last few weeks, it's something the team has been regularly iterating on. So today there are two cool ones. So the number one, new 4v4 PvP sessions will now only be created once 8 players are available. So if you're going into a new match, say of Dominion, before, if the matchmaking found 6 people, it would go straight into the session. Now it's waiting until we have 8. There were a lot of unnecessary kind of bots that were joining matches, so this should help deal with that. And that's for a new match of 4v4 PvP.
And rematch, it's 6 players, 3 on each side.
Right, so for a rematch of 4v4 PvP, we require 6 players, 3 on each side. So that should help. We got a lot of reports like, hey, I got put into a match of 4 people versus 1 with 3 bots. That's still something we should work on. So
Big sale.
Yes.
On PC.
This started last week.
Yeah. Can I do that part?
Yes,
I
please.
feel like
Please
useless
do it.
right now. So For Honor is up to 75% off on Uplay and Steam. Mm-hmm. All versions on sale until July 5th, which is a nice date. You'll see in a minute why. And you can upgrade your Starter Edition on Uplay as well. So let's go. I'm gonna read them all. The Starter Edition, which is regularly at 14.99 euros. It's a 50% discount, so now it's 7.50. Mm-hmm. The Standard regularly at 59.99 euros. 75% discount now at 15.
Great deal.
Euros. An amazing deal. If I didn't have the game already, I would probably take it. The Deluxe Edition regularly at 69.99 is at 17.50, so another 75% off. Easy. The Gold Edition, the full game plus the Season Pass. So you have all the amazing heroes from last year, the 6 heroes.
Yeah.
Who benefited from a lot of work since then, a lot of balancing, so it's truly like the full experience. Regularly at 100 euros, 99.99. 75% discount, 25 euros.
That's crazy.
That is freaking amazing.
That's the one you should do if you're looking at...
Yeah, exactly.
The Season Pass as well is half off.
Yeah, and the Season Pass is half off at 20 euros, regularly at 39.99. So I think it's a great time to come in.
Especially for those Starter Edition people from E3.
Yeah, and even the Starter Edition people, like there's a bunch of them who didn't play yet. A lot of them didn't play yet. Come, guys.
Yes. We're waiting for you.
We're waiting for you. Come in. You have a lot of fun and your training tools and everything will help you reach a good level.
Totally. Cool. So you mentioned, you gave a little tease about July 5th. What's happening on July 5th?
It's the day after Independence Day.
That's it.
No, but it's when we have our technical test on Breach.
So next week.
Next
Thursday, a week from today.
Yeah. And it's on PC only with an NDA. What does an NDA mean? It means non-disclosure agreement. It means if you are part of that test, you are not allowed to stream it. You're not allowed to talk about it.
Post pictures.
Those tests are super, super important. It's when, we showed Breach at E3 with the Shaolin and the Chandy. We're going to test the same thing during that test. And it's important for us for balancing purposes to try to find exploits, to try to identify all the little things that can be disturbing in a match. So that is why we are running those tests. We've done one for the dedicated servers, one for Tribute.
Yep.
We've done a bunch of those. And the reason why it's under NDA is because some things are broken.
Yeah.
Like it's
not
not
the
done.
final version.
Exactly. Someone asked me during E3, why are you not releasing Marching Fire in August?
Yeah.
Because it's not ready.
Yeah.
And so, that's a simple reason. We need time to make it happen.
I know it looked good, which is
Yeah.
a great testament to our team.
Exactly.
But,
So
yeah.
it's a chance to go in and play pretty much what we had at E3.
Yeah.
So
So
we
to
really,
that point, email invites should have started rolling out within the last half hour, like very recently. So start checking your emails. The email that's associated with your Uplay account.
Yep.
That's what's important, not whatever your current email is. Maybe if you signed up for Uplay 10 years ago, go dig up what your email was or update it on your profile. So those should start rolling out right now. We're hitting a lot of people, but obviously not everybody in our multi-million player base.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
So it is not open to everybody. It's not an open test. You can't sign up for it. I saw a dude with shit jokes asked how to sign up. There is no sign up.
dude with shit jokes.
Yeah.
I love the names.
So just keep an eye on your email. They'll be going out in waves throughout the day. And so that's that. So I'm very excited, but hopefully if you do get an email and you participate, please adhere to the NDA. We don't want to deal with anything that could fall out of that. So, cool.
Even order recap.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, well, you're about
I was just going to say,
something else?
if people want to know what we're actually testing in this test, it's breach mode.
Yeah.
It's the balancing of it, if all the different elements are working right,
And the Chinny and the Shaolin
Exactly.
that are part of the test as well.
Yes, cool. So yeah, go ahead.
Even order recap. So last week was the Dominions Warrior Challenge. And here are the results on PC. The first place, oh my God! The Knights!
The Knights.
The Knights won 2,500
I have a
steel.
theory. I think a lot of the
theory?
new players that joined with the starter edition over E3, I think a lot of them were Knights. That's my theory. I haven't confirmed this
Based
with our
on
data.
what?
It's just my gut, not my brain, my gut. So yeah, that's my
Second
thought.
place, Vikings, 1,500 steals. And third place, the Samurai,
Yes.
with 1,000 steel. And PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, the Vikings.
Vikings were the
place,
first place there.
Samurai second, and Knights their third.
Yep. Also, as a reminder, you had to participate in that. That's what event orders require, some sort of participation in the time period that it's going.
Exactly.
So that's that. Okay, this week, content of the week. Every week, if you're new to For Honor, every week we're putting out new content. There are rare occasions where we don't, where it's usually kind of us turning over to the new season where a bunch of new content's coming. But basically every week we have new content in the form of beloved battle outfits, other types of elite mythic outfits as well, ornaments, emotes, executions, all the different cosmetics in the game.
Did Roman make the joke last week on the show when we talked about E3 that
He didn't, I don't
didn't?
think. Yeah, you should tell this story.
when we were preparing for the press briefing at E3, like if you didn't see it, you can go to see Roman on stage, and he said at one point, based on everything we've learned, we are now ready to expand our world. I know his speech.
You wrote his speech.
Yeah. So during like 2 days, he made jokes like, I'm now ready to announce we have 3 battle outfits coming up. So it was
And
this
he
big
kept
joke.
joking about it, and I don't know about you, but I wasn't sure.
No, I wasn't
I really felt like he was still
No.
potentially going to slip it in there.
No. I was sure he wouldn't do that.
Yeah?
No. In the heat of the moment, you stick with your speech. I think some people were stressed he would make a mistake. I've done stupid thing like that before when I changed names for fun.
Uh-huh.
And at one point, I forgot what was the real
The real
thing.
one?
So somebody had to remind me, and I had to deprogram myself. So content of the week, you can move on with the content of the week because it's pretty cool this week.
Yeah, it's really cool. So this is the first time outside of our seasonal events that we do once per season that we are offering mask outfits. There's 3 different masks. It's one per faction. They are 20,000 steel each. These are our most premium item that we offer in the game. They are amazing. And finally, tentacles have come to For Honor. So let's check out the video.
Tentacles, baby.
Tentacles. Let's check out the video, and we'll be back with some more stuff with Luke. Luke almost shouted testicles, and I said tentacles. I'm glad that didn't. I'm glad that didn't happen.
You're not supposed to say that.
A very quick story, very quick, and I don't have the guy's name. So last night I tweeted, because I had just seen that video, how cool I think this week's Content of the Week is, and this one guy who follows me who apparently loves tentacles, and I don't want to get into that, but he said, "Oh man, wouldn't it be great? Could you please someday get tentacles in the game?" And I think he was joking, so I retweeted him. I was like, "Yeah, okay, we'll do that," fully knowing that today tentacles are coming. So anyway, good stuff. Luke,
yes,
you got an email while we were watching that video.
How live the show is. When we started Content of the Week, I went to see my email, and I have an email from the infamous Pascal.
Pascal!
Do you miss Pascal?
I miss Pascal.
And it's the best of E3 nominations. Just came out. And you know what? Like when we went to E3 with Marching Fire, when you go to E3 typically announcing new games, maybe what you don't know, everyone at home, is that an obsession for the devs is to get those stickers on the door.
Right.
Like best of E3 for this, best of E3 for that, nomination for this. And everybody's walking around checking the best of E3 of everybody.
Yes.
When you go on with an update like Marching Fire, even if it's extensive, you don't expect those.
No, because the awards are all geared towards new games.
Exactly. And they published this morning best of E3, and in the category best ongoing game.
Oh.
Shit. Sorry. There are 5 nominees.
Okay.
I will name them just by respect, because
I love all these games.
Destiny 2 Forsaken.
Hell yeah.
A small game, maybe you heard of it, it's called Fortnite.
Yeah.
PUBG, another small game with over 35 million players. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Ooh.
And For Honor, baby.
Hell yeah.
High five.
That's exciting.
That's exciting. We just learned about that. It's not in this document.
No.
So I'm super happy and super thrilled that we can share our excitement with you.
We've talked about that before too, that what do awards really mean? Like in one sense, it means nothing, right? It's just like whatever. But in another sense, it's huge because
it's a recognition of the work.
Exactly. It's acknowledging the dev team's hard work that has been appreciated not only by our players, but also by critics and stuff. So yeah.
And everybody knows, like, we've had challenges.
Yeah.
We were never shy to discuss those.
Yep.
We fixed those. Yep. And now, like, we are in a place that is super cool. That's why Marching Fire makes so much sense. And that's why this... Where's my phone?
That's nice.
I threw my phone
threw
away.
it.
So that's why this nomination
is great.
So good. And I'm so happy.
And it's cool to be in that company,
congrats to the
too.
entire team, because that is first a testimony to the great work of our team. And to also thanks to all of you, because your support, and again, when Roman said you are For Honor, something we strongly believe, is based on your support, people at home, that we kept working and we keep working every day and we keep coming in to make 400 the best possible games.
Yep.
Best possible game. Sorry, I'm putting an S where there's no S. So, yeah, it's thank you. So
Hell yeah.
maybe we'll move on to the next topic.
Sure.
I'm going to become emotional.
But yes, thanks, guys. Cool. Yeah, so a few weeks ago, we wrapped up a contest that we were doing for the Right of Champions seasonal event. We ran a fan fiction and a fan art contest, so two sort of side-by-side things. We've been working on trying to get a blog post up, because I told you weeks ago we'd have a blog post up. It's still not up, but we thought today we would show you our winners.
Yep.
We've contacted them all. A couple of them have not gotten back to us, so I'm hoping maybe they'll learn today, and please check your email. So we'll kind of alternate. We'll show a fan art
But is it a situation
winner.
where people think it's a scam? Like, I know, is it one of our E3 that people received an invitation to come at E3 for
Oh, yeah,
us?
they thought it was
And
fake.
they thought it were like it was a fake?
Yep.
So they were not replying like, hey man, we are inviting you
Yes,
to E3. Like,
exactly.
seriously, yeah. And sometimes like a younger crowd, so the parents like, seriously? Like, you're going to LA, they're in Europe somewhere, so people are wondering, so check your email.
Yes.
You're a
yes.
winner.
So a little treat for you. We'll show the fan art, but Luke and I will also read excerpts from the fan fiction because that's fun. So let's start with the first one. This is by a guy named Andrew Taylor. Boom. I think a lot of people actually saw this. This one was done really quickly, and he had posted it to the Reddit as well. So I think a lot of folks saw that when it was posted. Super great detail there on the I don't know if it's just pencil or what, but it's really good. So that is our first. These aren't in order of like first to fifth, but oh, and if you're wondering how we chose winners, our dev team voted on the winners of the fan art, and our narrative team chose the winners of the fan fiction because that is their expertise. Okay, so I will read, Luke, the first fan fiction winner. Not going to do the whole thing because it's a lot, but an excerpt. So this is Stan Averin's Last Song of Ariwara. All right, I don't know if we're going to do some dramatic camera work. Oh, we are. Okay, let me just shift myself.
Okay, you're shifting to this camera while I'm sharing the news about Origin Nation with everybody.
Hello, there it is. Hello. Hey, this isn't bad. Okay, all right. The Last Song of Ariwara. Ariwara the Orochi was an assassin and a poet. His songs are still sung today. Yet few know the true story of his life, death, and final song. Though a firstborn to the head of an ancient clan, Ariwara soon learned to rely only on his abilities, for the familial wealth was all but spent by the time he was born. Same. In no small part due to his father's gambling habit. Determined to improve his fortunes and regain his family's honor, the young man was earnest in his studies, proving to be equally adept with a sword and a quill. As he matured, scholars and warriors both praised and envied his talents. Before long, Ariwara came to be celebrated by the masses, his songs and feats of bravery on their lips. But there was a darker side to Ariwara's ambition, perhaps stemming from his father's degenerate example, or perhaps born from the Dawn Empire's elites' shunning of the young upstart. Whatever the cause, Ariwara grew to be as defiant as he was brilliant, spending his coin as easily as he earned it, determined to live beautifully in the fleeting moment. He turned to gambling and assassinations when fencing lessons and book sales inevitably failed to provide him with the riches he desired. Now, before you cut away, this particular writer also did art for his pieces, which is kind of cool. Yeah, you know, a little look-see there. So that was pretty dope, almost like a graphic novel, kind of. So shout out to Stan Averin. As I said, we'll do the rest of it on our blog post. We'll go over to Luke. Did that work? Oh, wow, good cut. He was ready for it. That was good. Oh, wait, before Luke, you do yours, let's show our second fan art.
I'm always getting in the
I know,
mood.
I'm sorry.
You're ruining the moment.
This is by a guy a lot of people in the community know, iFragmentix. Look at this. This was also posted on Reddit.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This is crazy. Honestly.
Super, super good.
I'm always like impressed by the level of talent of people.
I know.
It's when you receive that, like, holy shit.
I feel, maybe this is just me, I feel if there was an award like the Great Game Critics Award for Most talented community?
Yeah.
I would go with ours.
Yeah.
I know that sounds like bullshit because this is our game, but I talk to other community people a lot. They're like, you guys have so many talented artists. It's not fair. It's true. So thank you. Keep up the great work for Honor Community. Now, Luke, tell us a story.
We're ready? Should have a music for that.
I know. Should have prepared some dramatic music.
Magnus the Conqueror by Amanda Biondi. The second time I read it, okay? Under the setting sun, the steppe seems to stretch up into the sky, each drawing long shadows unto the stone. Magnus had built himself to withstand the most demanding of undertakings, to push forward when others fail, to stand fast in the face of terrible demons. But even he felt doubt when looking to the task ahead. Each step held a weight greater than the heaviest armor, harboring a burden unlike any other. The people of the capital city parted for him, hope glimmering in their eyes. The soldiers meant to hold their ground stepped back into the shadows as the conqueror passed, a mingling sense of respect and fear clouding their gazes. None slowed the steady gait of Magnus, the man holding a bloodied and battered shield at his side, the polished steel reflecting the orange of the sun. Oh fuck, I'm going for a third one.
Do it.
The throne doors were elegant and beautiful, meant to demonstrate the power held within its embrace, but the conqueror only saw a showcase of greed. The men on guard were more brave than the foot soldiers below, stepping forward to impede Magnus' progress, and instinctively he held up his shield. One look at what he held caused the men to back away, eyes widening in shock and fear as they recognized the steel insignia upon the wooden surface. His path forward clear, Magnus pushed forward into the throne room itself.
Hell yeah.
Ah, man. There's more than that. Like it keeps going.
Yeah. A lot of rawing in the chat while
Yeah.
you were reading that. A lot of rah in the chat, which is good because it's a Conqueror story.
Yeah.
Cool. Number 3, our third fan art that we wanted to show you is by an artist named Moog Lee. This one,
Wow.
super dope. Yeah, exactly. I don't think this one made it to Reddit, which is pretty cool. That was just to us. So leave it up for a little bit there so people can have a look.
Yeah, and what?
The,
There's a text on top.
says,
It's in French.
en français.
The terrible king, the terrible barbarian king Jurgen Forgetrain faced the Black Widow Nemesia.
Nice. I like that. Okay, my turn to read now. So, this is one of the people that hasn't responded to us.
Oh,
so
there's another one.
Oh, yes. There's another one from me, and then there's another one from you. So we're not done yet.
What's left? Oh, there's this one and this one. Shit, there's one I didn't read yet. So this will be really live.
Yes, really live.
So which one do you take? You take
I'm doing.
Lunastorm?
This is by Lunastorm. Hello. Lunastorm, Guardiator Entropy. Not sure the name, what that means, but also didn't use paragraph breaks in your fan fiction, so I don't even know where to start. Where to stop when I read. So here we go. Lunastorm, check your email. We haven't heard from you. Valkenheim was a wild and dangerous place, but it wasn't just the beasts that made it inhospitable to outsiders. The legions of Ashfeld had been pushing into the lands of the Vikings for years. It was very slow going. To the soldiers and knights who had to traverse the forests, it was a nightmare. I shouldn't have done that, I lost my spot. The later hours of the day, spelling out the doom of at least one of their brethren. It was easy to know it was coming, but the direction was never guessable. Every night, as the world around them grew dark and the forest became silent, knights would huddle closer to whatever form of light they could muster. Soon the chanting would begin, quietly at first, ominous, low and deep like the sound of a whale far off in the distance. As the sound got closer, it seemed to come from all directions, quick and frenzied, the cackle of ravens accompanying it as if a sick joke was at play. It would be sudden and horrifying. If you were lucky, you'd be first. Death was quickest then. She would then appear from nearly anywhere, dropping from trees, pouncing from bushes like a rabid wolf, snarling like an angry bear. In the morning, the lucky ones who were ignored would search for their comrades, or at least what was left of them. The people of Valkenheim called her Samhain for the cruel, sadistic rituals she would perform at the beginning of winter. The knights who survived in the wilds of Valkenheim long enough to tell their tale would call her a beast, a demon from the darkest pits of hell itself, sent as punishment for their sins. I'm just going to finish this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chanting spelled the end for those in her forest. And nothing at all, no pleading or begging, no offering or sacrifice could stop her from tearing each and every intruder limb from terrified limb each and every night. Those who had the chance to walk out of her forest of bones refused to walk back in, and her wild, frantic chanting would whisper to them in the back of their minds for the rest of their lives.
No,
That was great.
the laugh wasn't good.
No, that was very good. Good way
Give me
to
the Viking.
wrap it up.
thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want this one. Thank you. Okay.
All right, we got another fan art.
Yeah. Fan art before I go back to my.
This one's by Sam Kim. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so he did like little cute chibi versions of each of
This
the...
went around on the team as
It did. People loved it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want chibis. We want chibis.
Great job, Sam Kim.
Yeah.
All right, so Luke,
Yes.
what do we got?
We got.
We've got...
Okay. So Andre was slow on this one.
Oh.
I think he's.
Oh, yeah, we
picking
didn't
up
tell
on-
people. We don't have Max today.
Yeah, Max is not here. That's why everything is rolling so smoothly. Andre had to do something to be called out.
Yep, it's true.
Okay. Next time we do something like that, we need special lighting.
Yeah.
I need a
Agreed.
mood for that kind
Yeah,
of
we
stuff.
need the atmosphere.
From Okashihad, Trilliant. And it's the first time I read it, so bear with me. The pristine surface of West Lake reflected the clear blue sky as if a piece of that sky had fallen some time ago and embedded itself with those rolling hills. The castle overlooked the body of water, and the township had sprouted to life around its shores. Sir Roderick had made an appointment to meet his esteemed warden, and he was left shifting anxiously by a tall window, staring upon the calm lake. An eternity passed before a servant fetched him and brought him into a lavishly furnished room. Seated in a plush wing-back chair reclined the Lady Valentia, her eyes also drawn out another large window to the water far below. Roderick introduced himself, stumbling over his own title when the fair woman sent those striking cerulean eyes over him and took the seat across from her when offered. He had heard stories of Lady Valentia, her beauty, her wealth, her lust. But never did he believe he would be seated here, across from her, with such an embarrassing problem. I've heard your family has run into some financial troubles. Valentia's smooth tone broke the silence. Can you do that again? And I'm Valentia now? Fuck. I've heard your family has run into some financial troubles. Valentia's smooth tone broke the silence. Yes, the knight admitted with a bow of his head. Our lands have been ravaged by Vikings. Since the start of spring, and any hope of farming has been burned away for at least 3 more months. I was hoping, with us being neighbors, that at that moment, I keep going.
Yeah.
At that moment, the door opened and a servant swiftly approached the lady with a small chest in hand. When she opened it, Sir Roderick saw a sapphire the size of a child's fist within. A stone like that could easily pay for his town's needs for 10 months. Lady Valentia noticing his look of yearning, got to her feet. Come, Sir Roderick. Let me show you something. I have no idea where it's going.
Yeah. You gonna cut it there?
He was led through the maze. Fuck, they approved it. So he was led through the maze of the castle's chamber until they stopped within a dimly lit room with velvet curtains adorning the walls. What am I getting into? Do you know what separates the strong from the weak, Sir Roderick? Valencia questioned as she wrapped a delicate hand around a braided cord. Wealth. She continued, not waiting for his no doubt simpleton answer. Wealth denotes power, and power rules the weak. With a gentle tug from the cord, the curtains parted and behind laid dozens of swords, all embedded with countless gems and jewels. You have used all of these, Sir Roderick asked, amazed. Indeed. They all have seen battle. Valencia picked up one of the beautified crafted blades and faced Roderick with a burning look. Her smile no longer placid, but closer to that of a hungry wolf. They are my beacons for the poor and desperate, drawing them to me. With that hope, they might wrench this sword from my cold hand. But I assure you, I have not lost a single one. The warden rubbed a loving finger over the emerald pommel before she looked back to the stone knight. Show me your Viking problem. I shall relive it.
Whoa! Woo! Woo! That went places. Good job, Okashiad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bound. When you asked for fan fiction, it was bound to get a little lusty. So, you know, people responded to the spice there, Luke. I think you have a future in this job.
Good.
All right. So,
And honestly, it was my first read, so.
well, that was very good.
Yep.
Very
What's
good.
her name? Valencia?
Yep.
Lady Valencia? You have my respect.
Why are you telling us to shush? I don't know what's happening over there. I thought it was great. All right, we got more fan art. Seth Banner made this one. Holy crap. This dude's stuff is so great. He's worked on all Vikings poster. So it's all of them in different, in a massive kind of position. This is super cool with the wolf and the warthog. Great job, Seth. And in fact, we had a tie. We had the exact number of votes for him as well as this other one. So in fact, we have 6 art winners. So the 6th art winner is Titletown Relo, who you're familiar with. So that's another dope one there. There was another fan fiction. In fact, it was the one that we read a couple weeks ago on the show. So we're not going to read it again. I don't have it in front of me, but it was the poem, a very good poem. So,
We don't have the other one.
no, but we read it before on the show,
Okay.
which is why.
I'm having so much fun reading
Yeah.
this.
So we're going to do more contests like this because you guys responded really well to it, and we like doing it. So stay tuned for more as the time goes on. Thank you to everybody who contributed. Seriously,
Yep.
we had so much fun reading it and seeing all the art. Like, it was really hard to choose winners, honestly. Like, there were so many good things. So keep up the great work, everybody. Keep it rolling in. And now we're going to transition to Community Corner. Are you going to hang around or you have to go to work?
Oh, I'm staying.
Okay. Let's
Just
do
in case
Community
you have
Corner.
something else for me to read.
All right.
We're back.
We're back. So, Community Corner, if you haven't watched the show, is when we get to share clips that you all make and send to us on Reddit and such. Yes, I did see 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Raw is what people were saying as you were reading. It's all good. It was pretty clean. It was clean chat. Good job, chat, for not getting dirty. I appreciate it. Okay. We're going to kick one off here with a frequent contributor to the Community Corner, Marco Yolo. He told me he can't even watch the show today, so he's going to miss us talking about him.
Is this school or work? My school. Cannot
Good
be
question.
school.
Yeah, I don't know.
June 28th, unless he has summer school.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe
Where's
he's
Marco?
maybe he's a bad student. I don't know. The very beginning of this video is quite funny. It uses Roman in a very funny way, but the whole video is good. It's called
Using Roman is always fun.
yes. It's called Nerf Valkyrie.
We would not be here without Marco Yolo. Indeed. Nice try!
Bye, have a great time.
Wow! Incredible!
He's the last.
Can't do anything else. Nope. Maybe this was important.
I don't know, young. Ah! You better stop! Stop! Bitch, stop!
I don't speak Japanese. I don't speak Japanese.
Stop it.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Got you, homie. You trusted me. I failed you.
Gotta love it.
That's me.
You wanna see me do it again?
Good job, Marco Yolo. We were just discussing, he used basically every meme in existence in that video. Good job. Okay, so this next one, Luke, if you're not aware, maybe you are. You've been here much longer than I have. In the late
Ubisoft?
Yes, in the late 90s, UB released a game for Nintendo 64 called Buck Bumble.
I don't remember this.
It was about a bumblebee, and it has the most amazing theme song, like in the start screen. It's like it's so good, and so there's this whole.
I was here in the late 90s.
You were, yeah. It wasn't. It was only published by UB. It was developed some UK studio, but
Alright,
has an
99.
amazing song, and that song has sort of become a meme in itself in certain videos. And I asked the community to please make a For Honor Buck Bumble video, and Neon TNG delivered. So let's enjoy For Honor X Buck Bumble.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump the bass, bass. Bump to the boot, to the boot, to the boot. Bump to the bass, to the bass, bass. Phenomenon, Ishe, phenomenon, Ishe, mati ula dem. Phenomenon, Ishe, phenomenon, Ishe, mati ula dem. Bump to the boot, to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot, to the bump to the boot, to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot, to the bump to the boot, to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot, to the bump to the boot, to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot, to the bump.
I love it. I love it.
I answer email during video.
I noticed. Oh, you're going to love this. Actually, I think you saw this one, but this is amazing. By Mko Chinko. Live executions practice. These guys are apparently, I don't know if they're martial artists or mocap actors themselves or what, but you'll see in the video they kind of take our executions and do them live. So let's check it out.
There was Spider-Man in the back.
Really?
Yeah. Can we run it again? There was Spider-Man in the back shot.
Weird.
We can see Spider-Man.
That's a weird Easter egg.
Yeah.
Didn't see that.
And I, like, my love for Spider-Man is huge. My friend Gaelek used to come dress in the office
that's
as
right.
Spider-Man on my birthday.
It's true. Oh, man, you're right.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
And don't do that at home.
Please don't do that
Like,
at
those
home.
guys seems to know what they do.
Yeah, they seem to be
Seems to be like martial artists of some sort. Don't do that at home.
Yeah, please.
Please.
So this next one's a GIF, which means
It's a GIF.
a GIF. They can hear us talk over it probably. So by player 111, the only time I beat Orochi. When you see the location here, it might be clear what will happen because we've seen a few videos like this using the environment.
That's a GIF.
This is a GIF.
That's long for a GIF.
Yeah, I prefer people give us videos. That way we have audio too.
Come on, go back, go back, go back, go back.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
It's all good. You can bring it back to us, Andre.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Hey, speaking of Titletown Reload.
Oh, you did a video?
He has started to do videos. This one's quite enjoyable to watch. Feels good, man. Let's check it out.
Dude, rep it. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. The Void. Brother. It's been a minute, dude. How you living? Good to see you.
Oh shit! Surprise.
I'm gonna give him a full punish for that.
Alright, out of stamp.
Oh, he caught me through that? I'm in so much trouble here. Fuck. This is Kensei, man. Kensei Raider. Didn't work right now. Nice parry, dude. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Nice parry. Woo! Oh, baby! This that boy Relo! Woo! For the win! Let's go! Let's go.
I don't know who your hype man is, Titletown, but you should start paying him. He's good, keeping the action moving. That was awesome, the double parries. Cool. So, next video.
10 seconds. That's funny. We had a super long GIF, now a super short video.
Yep.
From Laugh Out Loud 28, a story of how a kind centurion saved my life. Yeah. Saved him from the catapult.
Nice Centurion. Okay, speaking of Centurion, we got another one. Probably my most clutch play as Centurion. This is by Dread Pirate Walrus. Let's check it.
Nope. Moving on.
Whoops.
Oh, oh,
Spoilers.
oh.
It's true, that was great Centurion gameplay, which is
The next one, it's probably how I felt after E3. I'm honestly surprised I survived. From In My Own Image. It's a video.
You captured Zone C.
I'm also surprised that you survived.
Yeah, he deployed revenge the last possible
Yeah.
second before he died. Amazing. Okay, another GIF from Zorak Games. Beware of large drops. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, yes. We'll just loop this a couple more times, just because it's enjoyable. The shinobi slides right under his legs. Whoop!
This should kind of fit with a Benny Hill song or something.
Yeah.
Or what's the name? The coyote? You know the
Oh,
cartoons?
from Wile E. Coyote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's something you would do something like that.
All right.
Or you would backtrack and be squashed like the Orochi before.
Exactly. The 10th regen, when you emote too hard.
Can you do that?
Victory! Victory!
He didn't know what was going on. He had the bleed there, so he was going to die, but he still got the victory. Good stuff.
Next one from Itchern.
Yep.
Not how we pronounce that. My general experience whenever I fight Islanders.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm. Wait. Everybody calm down.
No. Ah! Come on. Okay.
No. You will not die. You will not die. Help!
No! God! This is the worst. You're the worst. I hate looking at your face. I want to smash it. Okay, you're getting into my head. Thank you.
No, God! No, God! Please, no! 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 No!
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
It was really on point.
Michael Scott from The Office making his For Honor debut. Great job, Hitchern. Hitchern did another video that I wanted to show, but it featured nothing but dialogue from another game that is not made by us. So I'm glad he made two great videos this week. Okay, Vidal the King. This is a guy who helps run the For Honor community on Amino. If you've ever checked out Amino, they've got a great community there. Well over 10,000 people. Awesome. It's good stuff. So, Vidal, shout out to you. And he says, first time on Reddit, I made a meme of the most relatable struggle in the game. Let's check it out.
Thought I saw your face last night, hoping that could mean something. And I don't know what to say, so I'll say nothing.
Oh man, super good. Sorry about the gank though.
Yep.
Okay.
From Farrakis. Tanks. Wow. I like that. Simple. On point.
Thanks. But before he can finish, he gets killed.
Interesting.
Okay. Punky MMO. This is a bit of a longer one. If Season 6 Executions had subtitles.
Very nice.
Good stuff, Punky MMO. All right, we've got another GIF from Farrakis.
Enemy raider sacrifices himself to save me.
All right, let's check it out. Yes.
He bounced on the other guy.
He did. Thank you, Raider. Let's see it again.
Whoop. Shigoki
The missed charge is always fun to see.
and throws him and boom on the other guy.
Great. Okay, Luke, this is our last clip, and this one was just posted this morning, but I'm so happy I caught it because I love nature documentaries, Planet Earth. David Attenborough's the guy who narrates them, and so someone did that. They put Shigoki into a nature documentary, basically. So, Sir David Attenborough roasts the Shigoki by Artie298.
In this tree, there is one of the most extraordinary. Dance, motherfuckers. Boo! This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, And this is just about as fast as it can move. That's what's going to happen to you if you live on nothing but meat. It's a Shinkoki. It's not exactly an enthusiastic fronter. Lights are not easy. The Shinkoki's way of compensating for that is not to do more, but to do less. A couple of half-hearted lights, and the Shinkokis go straight down to a turtling. To save energy, it spends most of its time hanging around half asleep in the swamp. This is a very unusual sight. A Shinkoki in a hurry. It wants to ledge, and the only place it's happy doing that, oddly enough, is down on the bridge. It only lands it about once a week. And why does it nearly always choose to do so in exactly the same place? Whatever the reason, it must be very important, for a Shinkoki is almost helpless. Any predator could attack it, and it doesn't have the speed to escape. Now he's finished, and back he goes up to the safety of the D-tier.
I don't know if my buddy Kustik is watching in New York. He's a big Shiguki player. I found it really funny.
That's good. So thanks for all the great clips this week. As always, post them on Reddit. That's how we find them. You don't need to send them directly to me or anything. Post them there, and people upvote them if they're good, and that's how I find them. So thank you, everybody. I think we've already done the raffle. Those who are chosen are going to win. You can see it behind Luke's head. The poster. Poster up,
Where is it? Wait,
up in the upper right-hand corner of our screen. We'll send a poster out to you. So thank you, everybody. That is our show for this week. We'll be back next week.
We managed to do over an hour, man.
I know, right?
High five.
So check your emails. Tech test invitations. I saw people in chat saying they were getting theirs. So check your emails and enjoy the tech test, which starts next Thursday. And we'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.